So now I'm going to quickly brief our logic model. It all starts with funding from the student health fee. That's why Gatorwell services are only available to those who do opt into this fee. And the Gatorwell program partners with people and organizations around campus to help spread the word of the services. So this includes going in front of classrooms and clubs with tablings and presentations, just kind of briefly overviewing services and that they do exist. And from here, we'll kind of move into activities. This is the initial session where individuals as in wellness coaches, will identify if the student is ready for change. This goes back to the stages of change assessment that I mentioned in the previous slide. They'll identify whether or not students are ready to change, and if they are, they'll identify at which stage they're at, and this is how they'll base interventions. Interventions will include things like motivational interviewing, positive psychology, self-determination, and setting achievable, realistic goals for students to be able to meet and achieve and feel progress throughout their 5 different sessions. So as far as outputs go, the outputs would include action plans that are really unique to that student, because students are trying to balance a lot of different behavior issues at once, and there may be several factors preventing them from academic success. So this is kind of where authentic action plan needs to come into place for that student from the wellness coach's perspective. And then this is essentially where students are taught how to deal with those barriers, and they're able to work through them slowly, session by session, rather than just one session and everything solved and that's it. It's a gradual process that happens over time. And this is also where wellness coaches come in for holding students accountable and checking in and having, routine meetups, whether ideally it's bi-weekly, but, if it has to be once a month, that's better than not meeting at all. From here, short-term outcomes would be things like improved attitude, skills, and kind of perspectives of, how to use coping mechanisms. And then this will facilitate actual behavior change, and this is pertinent to academic success. So hopefully when students are able to meet these goals, these attainable goals that they've made with their wellness coach, this will help enhance academic performance, which is our first immediate outcome. From here, hopefully, more academic success makes the person happier, makes them a little more, motivated and, desire to improve other areas of their life. And this is, kind of ties into life. Hopefully this will help set them up to be able to take on future challenges that they may face. And then lastly, long-term outcomes include successful graduation of the individual from the University of Florida with a degree, and then overall enhancement and improvement of, well-being, mental health, physical health. Hopefully this will just help spark a light and motivation to improve all areas of their life. So that would be our eventual long-term outcomes.